Be bad.
My name is Haim Mazar. I'm the composer of Scary Movie 6, aka Scary Movie. I got involved with Scary Movie through director Michael Titus. This is our second collaboration together. Mike has a great vision and he knows exactly what he wants the music to do. Mike introduced me to Marlon Wayans. Marlon is the writer, creator, and star of Scary Movie. Marlon is great. He was really awesome and supportive from the get-go. He also serves as a producer, and he's involved in every aspect of the film, including the music. Marlon really cared about two main things. One is that we have a big sounding score that feels like a real cinematic blockbuster movie. In our case, it meant that we're using a large orchestra. We're making the music so it feels like it has a big scope, so high notes and low notes together, and big French horn melodies, and big melodies in general. All these ideas together is what makes it feel like what we refer to as big or epic or cinematic. It was very important for Marlon that we'll have a theme that will anchor the movie and would follow our characters as they go on this wild ride. The inspiration for the theme came from watching the movie over and over again. I wanted a strong theme that would pay homage to all the great horror scores. I wrote that theme by playing it on a piano and letting my influences simmer, and eventually I came up with what ended up being the Scary Movie theme. Comedy is one of the hardest genres to score. I think there's a misconception that comedy movies need a comedic score. For the most part, I think the joke, especially in Scary Movie, it works when the music takes itself seriously. The more serious the score is, the funnier the joke tends to be. The way I approached it was, as Marlon would say it, you set the mood, and we build the mood and we build this anticipation, and I usually take myself very seriously, meaning the score is not in on the joke. The score takes everything that is happening, as ridiculous as it may be, in a serious matter, as if these characters are actually about to get killed. The seriousness of the music, or building up this serious tone for the music, and then dropping out and allowing a silly joke to happen, that contrast is what makes the joke land. Sometimes stopping the music abruptly or pulling the rug, doing what we call a razor blade cut, is what makes it sound funniest because it's very abrupt. And sometimes the music can react to it or pause in a musical way. Sometimes it's a big crescendo leading to the joke, and the silence is what's funny. In this movie, we try to do it in all different ways, so I think it never happens exactly the same way twice.
Should we hug?
I really want to, but I'm a Republican now, so I'm supposed to be racist.
Oh, girl, I think all white people are racist anyway. Come here.
Okay. Oh.
Because it's a parody and we're nodding to so many horror tropes and these iconic cinematic moments, the other influences come from the films themselves. So we're spoofing Sinners and Get Out and Megan and Scream, of course. And each one of these movies have its own musical identity. Yes, they're all horror scores, but they have their own sound, and within that I wanted to identify what really makes each one of these scores tick. So whenever we're spoofing Sinners, I'm using Delta Blues and a dobro, similar to the original score, and Get Out has its own instrumentation and tone, and same with Scream. So I try to give a little nod to each one of those scores, and also utilizing our theme and making it sound like Scary Movie. And at the end of that process is when we get into recording it with a full live orchestra. In this movie, because we really wanted it to sound like a big blockbuster movie, I went to Budapest where I recorded a big 70-piece orchestra. And for 2 days, I had the great musicians with the Budapest Scoring Orchestra perform the score, which was amazing. And for a film composer, that's one of the most fun moments because it's really the first time that the score truly comes to life. It's like magic. This score is my love letter to horror films and horror scores.